There was a boy who was a Hasidic boy who went to the Belzi Yeshiva in Israel. In Yerushalayim, there's a humongous, gorgeous building called Belz. And the Hasidim, a group of Hasidim called Belz. If you ever saw it, it's magnificent. It looks like a Beit HaMikdash, almost like. And this boy went as a student to the yeshiva. The problem is this student was completely not appropriate for the yeshiva. And within weeks, the only approach that the yeshiva could take was to kick the student out of the yeshiva. So now there's an administrator who's not a teacher at all. There's an administrator who says there's a boy who's going to be on the street. So I can't let this boy be on the street. He tells the boy, you move in to my house. So here's a boy who's kicked out of the school. An administrator, someone who deals with the finances, I believe, invites the boy to his house. This rabbi's there was Rabbi Shaul Nachman. That's his name. And Rabbi Shaul Nachman had the boy in his house for a few months. Ultimately, the boy was really very challenged, but he would come home every night to this family's house. And he eventually moved back to Canada, where the boy ultimately lived. The boy ultimately moved back to Canada. And that's the last the family heard of the boy. 3 months ago, or maybe a few weeks ago, this Rav Shaul Nachman passed away on a Saturday night. On Tuesday, his family gets a phone call. Is this the Nachman house? Yes. Who is it? He says, he identifies himself. I am that boy who used to be in the house. They said, why are you calling? He says, because I missed Rav Shaul's call this Friday. He says, what are you talking about? He says, Rav Shaul calls me every single Friday since I left this house. Every single Friday. And it says, let me tell you this true story. He says, I really went off the path. I was dating a non-Jewish girl. And I separated from that non-Jewish girl. And through a local Chabad, I found a Jewish girl. And I'm engaged to get married. And I wanted to call Rav Shaul to tell him that I'm engaged and I'm going to get married to a Jewish girl. He says, I missed his call. Is everything okay? They said, the truth is, we're sorry to tell you he passed away. Here's a man who has a boy that he has no responsibility to. But the best way into someone's heart is with a smile. And the best way is through reaching out.